Good morning, guys. Hey, dealing with adverbs again, page 152 and 153. Let me explain a little bit kind of where we're going with this. So here's what I can deal with today's lessons. And let me also tell you, don't jump up for joy too much, but tomorrow there's going to be no English, okay? You got a spelling test. You got a social studies test. I want you to concentrate on those tests, so I'm going to give you the day off of English tomorrow. But what we are going to do is review what we learned yesterday about how adverbs answer how after the verb. But I'm also going to dabble into the rest of the questions, the when, the where of the adverbs. In other words, kind of give you more information about adverbs to prepare you for next week, but then we're going to still focus on the how for today's lesson. So again, kind of a little bit of review and looking ahead all in today, just so you guys are aware. So my fine folks, let's get into that and let's do that. A kind reminder that adverbs describe or modify verbs. That's the thing we're focusing on now, but they can also modify adjectives and other adverbs. That's where it gets a little tougher. We'll talk about more next week. And they tell how, where, when, how much, with what frequency, or how often is easier said. So, the adverbs can answer a lot of different questions. We focused on the how and a lot of the ly words, but part of what we're going to do today is really nail down the how, but also, again, add all these other questions so you just understand that, yeah, the ly words help you identify adverbs, but they don't all end in ly. So you got to be careful. And they don't always just answer how. They can answer any questions. So again, I hope I'm not being confusing, but we're going to review this how, but we're also going to tell you a little bit of preview for next week, all the other questions. So here's a good example, okay? Please notice the first thing. All the ones that are in color, those are the adverbs. Yes, we have some ly words. We also don't. Also, what you need to know about adverbs is they can come anywhere in the sentence. They can be the last word. They can be the beginning word. They can be in the middle. They can be before the verb. They can be after the verb. They can be all over the place. So that can be sometimes what's difficult with adverbs is they don't really have a great rule. They say, no, adverbs have to be here. They don't. They can be all over the place. However, we again went to ones that answer how. Let me give you a couple of those, okay? As he walked out of the house, he quickly closed the door. Let's go into after the comma. We say who or what did something, he. What did he do? He closed. Closed how? Quickly. He quickly closed. Okay? That's the adverb. Boom. It's purple. It's ly. It answers how. So on and so forth. Okay? Now, let's go to number 3. The manager accepted the challenge very nicely. Number 3. Number 11. I don't know what I'm saying. Number 11. Who or what did something? The manager. What did she do? She accepted. Accepted how? Nicely. Now take a look. That's 4 words after it, but it still goes back and modifies accepted. It says how she accepted it. Nicely. Good. Boom. ly. Now, let's go on to what we're going to learn about next week. Okay. How about number 10? I know we're skipping around here. Sorry. The children love to play outside. Who or what are doing something? The children. What are they doing? Love to play. Now careful. Love to play where? Well, outside, right? This is where it gets a little bit trickier because adverbs don't always go how. They can also do where. How about way up to number 4? He cleans his cell phone once a week. Who does something? He cleans. He cleans when? Once a week or in a week. That answers the when. Let us go again to number 6. The baby went. Went where? Indoors. The bus is moving. Moving where? Westwards. There's some where. How about number 9? Could you water the flowers? Could you water How often? Rarely, rarely. So again, I don't want to jump into all this different nitty gritty already. That's more next week with adverbs. But what I do want you to understand is that we're focused on the how. We're gonna end with focusing on the how of adverbs. But there's also the where. There's also the when. There's also ones that don't end in ly. I'm not trying to make you nervous, but I just want you to understand that I don't want you to be so focused on only ly words and only how, because there are more to adverbs than that. However, let's get back to the basics and discover the how. Okay? The turkey slowly ate the corn. What did something? The turkey. What did he do? Ate. Ate how? Slowly. Slowly again has that beautiful ly, so we can identify it as an adverb. It describes how he ate. And we're not calling the turkey slow. That's an adjective. We're talking about how he ate. Slowly. That shows how he ate. Here's some more good ones. We have all ly words, all beautiful ly words that talk about how. Okay? Grandma's crystal vase is a priceless antique that must be handled delicately. It must be handled how? Delicately. Delicately. Okay? She lightly dusted the brownies with a layer of powdered sugar before serving. She dusted. Dusted how? Lightly. She truthfully answered the police officer's questions. She answered. Answered how? Truthfully. Now we're getting back again. Next week, we're going to learn about a lot of different adverbs that don't end in ly. But for today, let's continue to focus on those ly words. This assignment is very similar to yesterday, except for one major thing. You don't have the verb underlined. Yesterday was nice because we could find the verb and ask how after that, and then boom, we had the ly word. Now, I know that you could probably go through this assignment and find all the ly words and write them down. I'm asking you not to do that. Because, yes, you might get the assignment done, but you're not really learning about adverbs. So here's what I'm going to ask you to do. I'm going to ask you to do exactly what we did yesterday by going back to the basics that we learned in August. Find the subject, find the verb, then ask how. In other words, just like this. Snow lies thickly on the ground. Who or what's doing something? Snow. What does it do? It lies. Lies how? Thickly. Thickly is the adverb. Boom, you're well on your way to an A+. The teacher speaks cheerfully. Who or what's doing something? The teacher. What is she doing? She speaks. Speaks how? Cheerfully. Cheerfully is the adverb. Don't always think that the adverb is going to come after the verb, because sometimes it doesn't. Let's take a look at number 19. Her friends gladly bring her more. Who or what's doing something? The friends. What are they doing? They're bringing. Bringing how? Gladly. What nice friends, huh? Gladly is the adverb. There you go. Last English assignment of the week. We do have school tomorrow, but no English tomorrow. The reason, again, is because we got 2 different tests. I want you to concentrate on that for spelling and social studies. And we're going to pick adverbs back up next week. I know we've done a lot of adverbs, but do well with this assignment. Find the ly adverbs and answer how after the verb. And Lord's blessings to you as you praise the Savior.